Did some of you guys think I was joking about using this as a coffee cup? I wasn't. Sup, guys? I'm Terry, and welcome to Generically Yours, a channel that runs off creativity and enough coffee coursing through my veins to keep a vampire up for the rest of their life. Welcome to Day 5. If you haven't been watching along, Day 5 of what, you may be asking yourself? Day 5 of this, the 13-day spooky countdown, brought to you by Funko. I've been popping one day out at a time of this spooky advent calendar, and whatever character comes out, I draw. If you watched yesterday, you know that I already popped open today's, but you don't know what it is. I'm here to tell you. Here it is. It's David from the Lost Boys. When I opened it up, I thought, well, at least I know who this one is. I have watched The Lost Boys. It's been years, but I have watched it. So at least I recognized him when he came out. I didn't know his name. I had to look that up. But I knew the character at least, so that was a step in the right direction. But let's go ahead and make good old David here into an artwork. I am trying so hard with this project to make each day unique and stand alone as far as style goes. I don't want them to all be carbon copies of each other and look so close that it gets boring. So when it came to this day, I'm like, well, I've done some layering, but I haven't done layered paper yet, so let's try that. But this time, I took a couple shortcuts. First off, I made them a little bit smaller, because I figured, you know what, it might be good to have a smaller one. And then I cheated big time by taking some markers and just coloring the colors I needed and how much I needed of them on white pieces of paper. That was a huge time saver, because normally I look through magazines, find the colors I need, and sometimes that includes finding them from multiple pages in colors that are just close, because sometimes you might find the color you need but not enough of it in the picture that you rip out of the magazine. So this shortcut was probably a saving grace. It probably saved me at least 3 hours digging through magazines. Now don't get me wrong, I do enjoy the way that the magazine colors look, because a lot of times you have different textures in there and it's a really cool effect. But for this project, knowing that I just wanted it to be simple and flat, this worked fine. So if you want to do this and you want to try to get into doing layered paper artworks, I would suggest this as a, simple intro course kind of. Just color the colors you need on a piece of paper. As long as you don't mind the streaky look of markers or colored pencils, you're good. Also, you can see how tiny this is, right? How small and easily lost these pieces are. I'm also going to suggest that you save your templates. Just set them off to the side and just leave them there in case you lose a piece and you have to remake it. It happens. I promise you, it happens. And it sucks, but it happens. So save your templates. Don't throw them away until the artwork is completely done. You will thank me later, I promise. I've made that mistake way too many times in the past. You can also use the templates to kind of mark where features go on the face. You can see where I marked the mustache and the eyebrows. This is another trick that's a saving grace. I'm also going to do it with the ear in a second. You'll be able to see where I use the template to be like, oh, there's where the top of the ear goes. I also suggest that if you get into this, you use repositionable glue sticks. It gives you some time to kind of move it and tweak the details versus some other glue sticks that once it's down, it's down. I mean, that's great and all, but for this, you definitely want a little bit of time to kind of like, oops, it slid. It's supposed to be over to the right just a little. And I didn't want to just slap them down on a black piece of paper. I knew I wanted black to be the background color, but I wanted something to separate him from it. So I got out my craft foam again and some white,
And I'm like, you know what? That makes a really good border. It makes him stand out just enough.
Hey guys, guess what? He's done. I am fully aware that this is a lot smaller than the other days, but I'm really proud of it. Weirdly proud of it. Layered paper is, in fact, one of my favorite art forms. I do it every chance I get. For David, I figured I'd go a little bit more simple. But all in all, I'm still really, really happy with this one. Even though he's more simple than the other 4 days, there's just something about this one that turned out so good. After I was done, I just set it down, kind of looked at it, I'm like, huh, that worked better than I thought. So guys, what do you think? How does he stack up to the other days? If you guys have been following along, you know what time it is. We're going to go ahead and open up day 6 and see what it is. Well, I'm going to be seeing what it is, and you guys get to see my initial reaction. If you guys have been watching from day 1, you know that I got really excited when I found out that Little Shop of Horrors is supposed to be represented in this box somewhere. Day 2 threw me off because I was hoping that I'd be able to draw Audrey too, and day 2 said, ha, screw you, Terry, you might get Seymour or Audrey. I want Audrey too. I keep praying to the Halloween gods, please, I want Audrey too. So bad. But let's go ahead and see what day 6 is. Fingers crossed. If this is the first day you're watching, this is what it looks like under the slipcover. Onward to better things, hopefully. Ooh. Didn't want to come out. Please hold while I go get the scissors and come back like nothing happened out of the ordinary. Nothing to see here. I've always been holding these scissors. I don't know what you're talking about. But anyway, time for the snippy snippy. The moment of truth. Will I recognize them? Will I get lucky and know who it is? It feels odd. It feels weird. Okay, let's see. Oh no. It's not Audrey 2. It's not anybody from Little Shop of Horrors. I recognize it. I don't think I've ever seen this one. I've seen clips of it. I think everybody's seen clips and memes of it. This is gonna be interesting. Very interesting. Well guys, if you'd enjoyed yourself, please consider subscribing. I'd really appreciate it. Hit that subscribe button hard. Really, really hard. Like you mean it. Make sure to comment below. Let me know which day's been your favorite so far. Which ones are you looking forward to? Which ones do you hope are in the box? And please, hashtag Team Audrey 2. Keep that dream alive and going. Maybe with enough hope, the Halloween gods will answer and bless me with Audrey 2. And don't forget guys, on your way out, slap a like on it. See you tomorrow.